Hi Capricorn, welcome to your monthly readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of August, I'm offering a special called Tales of the Sun. It's a reading that resembles the Leo themed season we are currently on, which is all about power, creation, vitality, and success. So it's a reading that was created and divided into two parts, a two-part kind of story, but they are not exclusive to each other, so you can order one or the other. But they were created to be complementary. So if you would order the two-part reading, you would receive much more of an insight. If you would like to know more info about that or any other of my tarot services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So, Capricorn, I do feel like you're in the middle of a troubling situation during the month of August that you will leave the situation winning it. You will leave the situation successfully. So whatever issue, trouble, problem, difficulty, challenge some of you might be encountering in this month and enduring it as you go into September, I think that as you go into September, you will leave the situation with a very positive mark, a mark where I feel like you will receive some sort of validation or some sort of recognition for whatever dispute this is in which you are right about whatever is going on. Maybe this is a situation where there's a lot of bickering, a lot of rights and wrongs, a lot of discussions, a lot of it's like ego competitive vibration here. So some of you will leave this competition winning at it. So for Capricorns that are in the middle of something that it's quite competitive, the chances for you to succeed are significant. But I also feel like some of you are getting involved, in drama that don't belongs to you. So be careful with being a kind of pushed into other people's problems or challenges and make them your own. I feel like you have a lot of things you're keeping quiet about, you're observing, analyzing, reflecting upon. This is a month where your intuition and the depth of information that intuition is bringing you is highly developed. So some of you are receiving a lot of, let's say, information from the subconscious realms. Some of you are receiving messages of mistrust or distrust. Some of you feel like you cannot trust a situation or you cannot trust someone, and you might be receiving the signs or the confirmation as the month goes along if you're right or not. Some of you are. Some of you shouldn't trust without reason too. Some of you should be careful and watchful about who you confide your intimacy to. I feel like some of you are trying to keep some of your most inner desires, it's like your desires, your dreams, your wishes, your projects, your accomplishments. You're being guided to keep that a little bit more to yourself before you know who you can really trust, or who is really who. Because I feel like some of you are in environments where there's things about your environment that maybe you are unaware of, that you're starting to that you will be starting to notice as the month unfolds, or as a specific situation happens and you realize that maybe things are not as they seem. There's a high chance that things are not as they seem, especially things that you're being told, things you're being it's like things you're being told and things you're being taught. So there are some kind of I feel like some of you are learning about something or looking up to someone that feels quite knowledgeable, quite, wise, filled with the insight and the wisdom of a certain subject or topic, someone you look up to as a teacher or as a mentor or as a guru, someone that you look up to. You might see something about this energy, this individual, right? If it is a person, if it is not a belief or a concept, you might be seeing something about this person that makes you question the authenticity of its teachings or the authenticity of this person. You might be as well questioning the truth of your belief systems or the truth of a specific belief system that you are either involved with, that you are attached to, or that you are being bombarded with. I feel like some of you are being bombarded during the month of August with a lot of snobbish kind of energy, which means that there's this arrogance about the energies that are surrounding you, where maybe you're receiving a lot of kind of this preaching expression from people, where they're telling you what you should be doing, they're telling you who you should be, what you should believe in. If you are receiving any type of brainwash or pressure to be a part of something, be careful with that. Also, if it's not you, this is the Hierophant. This is what I was talking about, your belief systems. It's also about learning, it's knowledge, it's gurus, teachers, counseling, institutions, law, tradition, things we follow, things we are from an early age conditioned in a way to believe and follow without properly questioning it. The thing is that you have the High Priestess right beside the Hierophant. So you have here the spiritual couple. There's this union. That's why I say these two energies, well developed and well worked through in balance, they can give you a lot to learn from, a lot to give to others, a lot to understand about the spiritual world, about the world of beliefs, about the world of intuitive understanding as well. So there is a high chance that some of you can join the teachings you have received so far with another part of you that's yours, right? Your own inner voice and wisdom, joining this and creating your own belief systems or creating this own unique vision of what your life should be, or of what you perceive life is. And I think that some of you are being called to use all of that information into something. It could be to apply it to an activity, your job, your career, your life. It could be that some of you want to be involved in some type of, it's like a career where either you are involved in counseling, teaching, or providing some sort of assistance, right, to those that, again, confide in you and confide in your wisdom. So some of you are either during this month, depending on which side of the coin you are in, some of you might be feeling the need to seek advice. Make sure you are seeking the appropriate advice. Make sure that aside of you trusting the specialists or the people you go to seek advice, make sure you internalize that advice, you listen, but you also process it from your own space of understanding. So you don't just follow blindly any advice you receive. You follow it because it makes you feel right and because it feels right with you. So there's something here about those lines that are also significant. I think that there's a lot of thinking, deep analysis. Some of you that are in therapy, this might be a month where that therapy, in whichever way, can really have some sort of breakthrough in your healing, or in terms of understanding whatever you are trying to understand. I feel like some of you are getting closer again to that breakthrough that you have been waiting, especially in terms of career or accomplishments. I do feel like there are sudden positive news coming your way. There are messages of fortune coming your way, messages of luck coming your way, messages of happiness. Some of you are really going to be happy with something you are notified about. It could be positive feedback, it could be receiving news from someone you love, it could be the chance to go somewhere, the chance to do something. It could be that, again, you're receiving a lot of acclaim for your work, because the Six of Wands is also here. As you go into September, there's this energy of success, victory, accomplishment, willpower, and trust in who you are, trust in your vision, trust in your creation, trust that when you stand out from the crowd, it's much better, because the crowd looks like this. They're all fighting for something, and you, the only thing you have aside of this, this bickering, this crowd, that it's fighting for the wrong reasons, because they're not fighting for their own creations, they're fighting for their ego validation. They need to be validated from ego. So when you trust your creative side, when you trust your energy, when you trust your own unique colors to be the winning recipe, you will see how that winning energy will manifest itself into your life in an actual form, where you're going to receive from the universe something you have been wanting to receive, I feel, for some time, or something you have been working for some time as well. So something you have learned, it's like something you have been learning for a long time, or something you have been developing for a long time, and now finally there can be fruits coming out of that experience. Just be careful. Again, the only thing that I'm feeling here is that be careful with people approaching you to take something out of you, to rob you from that creative space, to neglect whatever current work you have been doing. This is a month where you really, there's this watchful vibration. I think that you're being called to watch the motivations of everyone around you, watch your environment, watch what's being said to you, and watch as well what you say, because without wanting to, you might say things that you should keep to yourself. So be careful when opening up, again, to people that you don't know well, or to people that you just might be receiving some signs or some feelings that maybe there's something weird. If you receive signs that there's something weird about someone, or something weird about the space or something, trust that, because I think that there's a high chance of you being right. There's a high chance of things around you being sneaky. There's this game energy, poker face. There's this energy of politics. So it's like there's a lot of maybe smiles and flattering and help that others might be trying to give to you or offer to you, but they might come with strings attached. So this is why I feel like some of you, it is not a month to blindly trust and open yourself to things you don't know enough about. Study the situations. This is a month of study as well, so there's a lot of interest on your side to search for something, to investigate something, to read, to write, to I think that some of you want answers upon something, and you are willing to go deep, or you are, as the month unfolds, you are really willing to go deep as necessary to reach the answers you have been kind of fighting to discover. I feel like some of you are fighting for answers. You're fighting to receive, the information you need. It could be from your own mind, the workings of the mind. You are kind of going deep and deep and deep as you can in the mind to liberate some knowledge or liberate some awareness that is keeping you or holding you back so far. Or it could be that this is an information on the outside world. Either way, I feel like thought and depth of thought, information are also quite topics of significance. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.